What's up, everybody? He's Lil Duval.
And this my gay ass sister Rolanda.
And together, we're Outchea.
We delivering a podcast that's always blunt and often offensive, you hear me?
And guaranteed to make even the most uptight listeners get over themselves and laugh out loud.
Cue the corny music.
NC cut.
Yeah.
So you gonna always have to say something?
It's corny. I'm just gonna keep reminding people because it might have new listeners, subscribers, and they be like,
so you don't want to say that wasn't you?
Yeah, I want to let them know you the one came up with that.
This was not me.
Yeah, you came up with that, and I'm just being a loving brother.
I think it's great. So, how your week been?
A week been funky, fresh, dressed to impress, ready to party. Now, it's been good. I've been on the road touring. You know, I just got back from Baltimore. Shout out to everybody in Baltimore. Baltimore always show me love. Also, I was in Richmond. Richmond showed me love as well. So we've been just doing our thing. This weekend I'll be in Chattanooga. So if you're in Chattanooga area Friday to Sunday, come on out. You might want to get your tickets as soon as you hear this because it's pretty much selling like hotcakes. So I'm kind of popping on the low, FYI.
On the low?
On the high low.
On the low side, on the high side. Well, first of all, side. I want to take a step back and do some thank yous.
Okay.
To the guys who went to the monument of Harriet Tubman for us.
Oh, shouts out to that went out there because if you haven't heard the last podcast, y'all might want to check it out. We was talking about Harriet Tubman was my aunt, and I've been telling people that for a while. People think I'm just joking because I'm a comedian, but that's really is our aunt, and we had
stunting like my auntie.
Yeah, and people didn't believe it. So we had to prove it. So I told if you're in the area, stop by the statue and you can see our names on there. And lo and behold,
Mike Henderson 21 and the Carter 03.
Yeah, shots both of them. They went out there.
That was dope.
And took pictures and recorded, and I posted on my Instagram. So if you go on my Instagram and scroll down, you can see the proof. So at the end of the day, can't nobody outstun us because
stunting like
while
my
y'all
auntie,
got y'all money,
like my auntie,
my family,
the money,
we
nigga.
own the money.
Get bigger than that.
On you hoe ass nigga, you feel me?
You feel me? So anyway, I ran into Killer Mike.
Oh, shouts out to Killer Mike. Yeah, I saw the picture you posted.
Guess what he asked me?
What?
If I was the straight sister. So I don't look like a lesbian.
No, you do look like a lesbian.
He was like, so you the straight sister?
Rolanda, you're built like a gay person. You were born to be gay. I can tell by your body structure.
Hey, nigga.
By your body structure, it's okay. It's okay because you went right.
Everybody was like, I would holler at her on that picture when you showed from 1999.
Man, niggas just want. You know why people want to do that with you?
Why?
Because you're like a what's the word?
I don't know.
Like people want to
awesome?
try you. No.
I'm amazing.
No, hell no.
I'm great.
No, now you're a mission. They got to conquer you now.
Oh, so
they're like, oh, she don't like dick. I'm finished.
When a woman like kind of turn away from me, I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
Let me run after you some more.
Yeah, so that's what they looking at because they really wouldn't fuck you in real life. I don't think.
Nigga, yes they would. A lot of dudes holler at me every day. One guy was like, now dudes gonna holler.
We should do a dating thing where
that's a great idea.
Yeah, turn my sister back.
Wait, what?
Turn my sister back to dick.
No, it was date my gay ass sister. We find somebody gay for me.
No, we're gonna find somebody gay and straight because you might want some dick.
That's such a straight man thing to say.
You might.
So why I just all of a sudden just might want some dick in my life?
I mean, Rolanda, you still single. Evidently, the gay life ain't going for you.
That's not true. I'm just taking my time and finding the right person.
You sure taking a long time. So how has the dating life been going for the last couple of weeks?
Actually. So you sent me a DM. You forwarded the DM over to me.
Yeah.
Somebody was interested.
Yeah, I threw you some pussy.
But that sucked because she was on the West Coast. So what's the point of that?
Oh, okay.
But she was a nice person. I mean.
You know what? This might be God telling you.
What?
You need dick.
I don't think that's what God's saying.
I think that's what God's saying.
He's showing you need dick.
No, he's saying, look, it's not about vagina. We tried to get you vagina.
We've tried to get you vagina.
No, go back to dick.
He's like, Rolanda, I need you to choose better this time. Make better decisions. Don't just pick.
It's hard for anybody today. It's not even just. That's how you know it's hard.
So if a straight man can't find a woman, is it time for him to get some dick?
No.
Is that what the Lord is saying to him?
No, hell no.
So how can that apply to me?
But see, there's way more women out here. So if you don't want no pussy, you just don't want no pussy.
I want quality women.
You want quality?
Yeah.
You know,
I was watching this. Value.
You got to watch this movie Her, because nowadays Her.
Oh,
yeah. It's about a guy that falls in love with his computer.
Depressing.
That's not depressing. That's what people doing there.
So you think I'm gonna fall in love with my computer?
Yep. You ain't gonna have no choice because you ain't gonna have it. But the way they show it is so normal. It's kind of like how people complained about dating online. Now it's normal to date online. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much the next level.
His girlfriend was the computer on her.
Yeah.
And so she would they actually had sex.
They had sex and all. I mean, it's a good movie. It pretty much shows how and you can see it's slowly but surely going in that direction now. And I think that's where a lot of people, because people don't even know how to be social no more. They don't even know how to date. Like, you don't even know how to meet. Like,
that
think
was
about
the problem I was having.
Think about it now. Back in the day, you used to go to the mall. Like, where do you meet people
Well,
now?
the thing is, with social media, you can rush conversations. You can rush things. I think I was rushing when I go out with people. And I had a motive. But now it's like I just need to slow down and just take the time to date. I think people don't date. Like, just let me get to know you.
Where do you meet people to date? Like, how do you date? How do you find them people to date?
Well, I hadn't done anything the last couple weeks, but like I told you, I went last week before last podcast. I went to like this professional LGBT meetup thing.
Yeah, but see, you had to meet them online though, right?
No, I can't. You go to the location. It's a
How do you find the location?
A meetup. You don't know what a meetup is?
Yeah, but I'm saying, why would I know about a gay meetup?
It's not a gay meetup. Is a website.
So it's a website. So you had to go online.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then it goes online to get you together.
But at the same time, it's the same correlation. First you go on, because that's what happened on her. First he went online to have phone sex.
But they just say, hey, we going to be at this event.
First he went online to have phone sex.
Right.
And then that phone sex he started getting tired. He said, fuck it, I'm just by IS. IO, whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. And that's how he got into it. That's what's going to happen eventually, probably to you too. You're going to go online dating. You're like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm finna find me for me. Let me go online.
Well,
let me get me an IS. And next, what'd you feel? Actually, you got one?
No, I got an IS.
IO, whatever it's called.
So actually, my lesbian friend, she's like, man, we know all the lesbians. And she's like, every first Fridays, it's this, like, her friend throw these little parties and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to the next first Friday.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. So back to Killer Mike. I really want to say what he said about me on his Instagram. If you want to go back to a week ago from Killer Mike, he said, this is how I know that I'm cute.
What?
He said, I met this beautiful lady on the elevator this morning.
You can tell you still a woman.
He said, this beautiful lady.
You can tell you still a woman.
Because you're just a fucking hater.
No, you're a woman.
And he said, she is Lil Duval, gay ass sister Rolanda.
Hey, we can't curse too loud. My daughter in the room.
Okay.
I forgot. See, we still keeping it real. I got my daughter, so we can't curse too loud,
Yeah, I'm Auntie Roro.
But fuck that.
I
But go ahead.
slip a lot. But fuck that. I slip a lot. They be like, oh, you said shit.
Yeah, but go ahead.
But anyway, he said, man, I fanned out and had to get a pic. Man, all Duval's mama kids are smart and made it out the hood. I like my man Duval, have a gay ass sister. I love and adore her, who is brilliant and teaches kids and stuff. If you have a sister, brother, fam, gay or straight, hit them up and let them know they are loved. So I saw him on the elevator and I was like, hey, he was like, yeah, that's me. And he complimented my hair. Mm-hmm. Because he wanted me to go to his barber.
He knows how to get you.
It don't matter. He worked it. So anyway, I was like,
that's how I know a man can get that pussy.
No,
all you gotta do
couldn't.
is talk you out of that.
He worked it to a certain extent.
Yeah, but
he ain't working it to get no pussy.
But there's dudes that will work it to get the pussy.
Why do you think? So you think he just got you? Charismatic.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what it takes.
Yeah.
A charismatic dude gonna get me is what you saying?
Yes.
I disagree.
I don't. And if the charismatic don't do, he'll put some Bill Cosby in. No, I'm just playing.
I don't know what happened. What happened, Duval?
Yeah, man.
But Killer Mike was super cool. I like what he's doing for the community with the voting and stuff like that. I said, Duval, that's my brother. He was like, yeah, that's my boy. I went to your Instagram. I didn't know y'all was just hanging out. I didn't know y'all was cool like that.
I did a pilot. I was shooting this thing at it's a show that's going to be real tight. I don't want to talk too much about it because I just wanted to come out. Certain things I learned, you don't want to give the audience, you don't want to kill the element of surprise. So that's what I'm trying to do with this.
And also, you don't know when it's going to come out because remember you did that movie with Silk the Shocker?
Nah, I know when this coming out. That Silk the Shocker movie, that was 10 years ago.
I remember that. So also, I went to Lauryn Hill concert.
Oh, yeah.
That was some bullshit.
That's crazy because I've been hearing so much about it online in the blog. They're saying she was late. What happened? Since you were there, maybe you can give us an inside scoop on what you felt or how you felt about it.
I felt.
Were you upset?
I was. You know what? You know what? I felt more than upset. I felt disrespected.
You felt disrespected as a fan?
I felt like it was like I let a nigga just sit here and whoop my ass. That's what I felt like.
Because how much were the tickets?
It was, well, we paid $100 for our tickets when we were leaving.
And y'all had nosebleeds.
We had the line seats in the back.
So the line seats was $100. So that means the seats up front was about $1,000.
And let me explain the line seats. You can just pull out a blanket and kind of lay down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love this venue. This is my favorite venue.
It's like one of them outdoor venues where everybody go out and they have like them
you can bring your wine.
Them hippie parties, them hippie concerts where people be all on the yard.
It's candles out and then the lights, the sun go down. It's lit up by the candles and your artists and it's nice weather and everything. Yeah. So Lauryn Hill, she comes. She didn't even have an opening act. We were late, so it was like, fine, we'll listen to the opening act. So she was late, but then there was no opening act. Uh-huh. So then about 9:30, I started to say, I'm like, well, dang, where's Lauryn Hill? And then the people around us.
What time was the show supposed to start?
8:00.
And what time was this right now?
So it's 9:30. And I was like, well, dang, where's she at?
What were people doing in the crowd? Just walking around?
No, we just sitting down because we in the mindset it can start any moment now. Any moment.
So when she finally came out there, did she say,
no,
my
let me
bad?
finish. So the girl beside us is like, she known for this. And Renice and I was like, she known for this. Why y'all here if we didn't know that she was known for being late? Why y'all here?
See, that's what people don't realize about people. One thing about people like her and a lot of artists, they've been like this. But what's crazy, you would think that the audience would get tired of it, but y'all keep coming back.
It's like you like to be treated like shit. That's what I felt like. Yeah. So then she finally, first the DJ comes out and the DJ trying to appease the crowd. He plays like, some Snoop Dogg. He even played Prince. Everybody, it's fresh on their mind, stuff like that. But after a while, he even gave up.
How long was that? About 30 minutes?
He did it for about 15, 20 minutes. Uh-huh. So then finally, she come out at 10:32.
And the show was supposed to start at what, 7?
8:00.
8:00. So that's 2.5 hours.
So she comes out and I started booing.
You could tell you was serious because you said 10:32.
I looked to see what time did this bitch officially bring her ass out there.
So you booed her?
Yeah, I was like, boo.
All the way from
the back. And I couldn't tell if she could hear me, but I read the reviews and it said that Lauryn Hill came out to boo in crowd. So everybody was booing her. Now this the part that, so finally.
So when she came out, what happened?
So Renice and I was like, well, let's make the most of it, right? But then she even bothered to apologize.
So what was the first thing she did when she came out?
She came out, she's, oh, Ray, this is great. This is wonderful. And just started playing. So she started playing like some new music, which is fine. Okay, I'll give you that. But then it was like she kept playing new music. And I looked around, everybody laying down, people on their phones looking down. Ain't nobody paying attention to the concert. Yeah. So I asked Renice, I was like, you ready to go? And she's like, nah, let's just stay. So finally she played like one of her songs, but it really wasn't her song. It was like, she just kept going like,
well, in her defense
when
on
it
that,
all falls down.
Well, in her defense though, for that, she can't play none of her songs because it's copyright infringement, so she can't use her song. But see, the audience doesn't know that.
She could explain that to us. You didn't say anything to us. Now, Renice could see. Renice
How is she going to explain that at the concert? What she's supposed to put out?
People do that all the time at the concerts. Okay. They tell what's going on in their life. She didn't interact with us at all. And Renice kept saying she keep waving back to her band, waving back to her band. But I realized now she kept asking the park because the park got a strict what is it called? Close.
Yeah. Curfew.
So she kept asking the park to give her 10 more minutes. So finally I was like, man, you ready to go? This about maybe 10:45. Mm-hmm. And so we was walking out. I was like, well, do you at least want to go to the front to see what she looked like? So we walked to the front and we was able to get to the front because people was leaving already.
Yeah.
And so Renice was like, well, let's just hear one more song. I couldn't even wait through one more song. I was like, okay, fine. We couldn't even wait through one more song. We was leaving. And while we was leaving, everybody was like, I don't know what that was, man. That was some bull.
I mean,
what you think about that?
As an artist, I don't know what went on in the back, but as a consumer, as an artist, we have to understand that it's at the end of the day, it's all about the consumer. So and things do happen. Trust me, I do know. But at the same time, I think you do owe the audience at least an explanation, especially in this day and time where it's so easy to give them explanation with social media. Like if something going on, if I'm not gonna make it to a show or something, I'd let you know straight up on social media. Like, look, I ain't gonna make it. This, that, whatever. About it. People just want an explanation. People, I think for the most part, people know.
Just apologize.
But just go straight out there and just go on your thing like you're not 4 hours late,
and
3 hours late.
You didn't even play your songs. You didn't even explain to us. And then I felt like it just felt like a slap in the face. Like, dang, you just got my $100, and it felt like a setup.
I mean, the best thing I can tell you is don't support it no more. Well, if you felt that way. But one thing I do know about people still gonna support her. Like this is not her first time doing this.
Apparently,
so I mean, she's been doing it.
People will be there.
So people are steady coming. So I mean,
but then not only that. So let's put in what is it? Something to insult. How do they say it?
What? Insult to injury.
Insult to injury. So then she put out a statement. She says, "I don't show up late to shows because I don't care. The challenge is aligning my energy with the time." Taking something that isn't easily classified or contained and trying to make it available to others. I don't have an on-off switch.
She's too, what is it?
She's a Gemini.
Yes, she is a Gemini. So I understand, but she's too
she's an asshole.
Too left. Is it left brain or right brain? Which brain is
left seem probably like it would be creative.
Whichever one is the creative brain, she's too far that. And that's what happens when you go far that she don't have she don't have enough of reality of her brain, the right brain or left brain. People that just Google it, you know what I'm talking about.
She said, because I care so deeply about the artistic process, I scrutinize, have perfectionist tendencies.
So that means her audience, if you go see that, you better, that's just like with Prince.
Just
Prince,
come late.
No, Prince, when he did, rest in peace, Prince, but when Prince used to do concerts, people knew, like, all right, you just going to see him play the piano and he might do a couple songs here and there. But you knew what you were expecting. But for you to come late and not give some
real
type of explanation, like I'm sorry, even a lie.
Like y'all, I was at the mall. You know, a girl got to get an outfit. And just and then we would have let. Just tell a joke or something. Like, don't just act like nothing happened, and then don't even give me what I paid for. Yeah, man, I will never. And then she was like,
so
"Let me make it up." She said, "We are figuring out a plan to make it up to you, and we'll announce details as soon as we have them." Why would I let you do this to me again? I wouldn't. I just was thinking, like, Rolanda, you wouldn't let in a normal life situation, you have an appointment or you pay somebody. Why would I allow this person do it? I feel like she's a complete asshole.
So you're never going.
I'm never going to see Lauryn Hill.
You're never supporting her again.
No, I am never going to see Lauryn Hill again.
All right. Well.
So, but let me tell you what the comments was. With much respect to your explanation, I will continue to support you by requesting and playing your music from time to time. But more importantly, how do I get my money back for the tickets I paid for? Because the energy that potentially poetically flows through my bank account would like to be refreshed and refilled.
Yeah, for real. That's what I was wondering. When she come back, do you got to pay again or something?
Yeah, so that was my week, and I've never been to a bad concert before. And she was the season opener. Yeah. And it was just bad. It was just all bad.
That's what's up, man. But at the end of the day, I try to make sure, one thing, because I make my living comes from my fans. Everything that I am is because of my fans. So I try to keep them in consideration no matter what's the circumstance. And if it's something that's beyond my control, I at least like to give them a heads up, because at the end of the day, without them, it ain't no me. And I know that.
Well, one thing I can say about you, and pretty much, you're very professional about it. Yeah, I don't know if any shows that I've gone to, you always like, we gotta leave.
I've never missed.
Make sure you at my hotel by this time.
I've never missed a flight. I can honestly say that, and I can say that proudly. I don't miss flights, and I make sure I'm at every show. And if it's a show that I can do, is something that's for the bigger picture that I had to reschedule. Yeah. So that's the only thing, and I let them know.
So, all right. So let's move on to the tweet cipher. The tweet cipher. I always mess that up. Let's move into the tweet cipher.
Let them know what the tweet cipher is.
We read some of our hilarious tweets and share other funny thoughts.
Okay, so we're gonna read some of my tweets and ask me about them.
And some of mine too.
You been tweeting?
I've been tweeting.
Oh, okay.
I've been tweeting. So first off, we're gonna start off with,
what?
My baby.
What?
Beyonce.
Didn't we talk about that last podcast?
But this is what you said, because I feel some type of way about this Lemonade CD, and I just wanted to, you had kind of said what I said.
What?
I'm curious how people that's in a happy relationship feel about this new Beyonce album.
I am. And they was telling me how they felt about it and stuff. So, I mean, some of them like it for the music, but as far as what she, like, I think people that's in relationships, they take it for entertainment. People that's not in a relationship, they take it for whatever she's saying. They feel like it's so real.
Well, I went over to my friend's house, and that's exactly right. She was like, she is really conveying the emotions of being cheated on.
The single girl?
Yeah, she's single. Being cheated on. And I was like, well, I don't feel the same emotions that you feel and how you feel about it, because this don't do nothing for me. And I was like, because I don't, maybe I'm unaware, but I don't think I've been cheated on.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a brilliant, like, let me tell you, one time I went to go visit Mike in Panama City. Mm-hmm. And then, so this girl was like, he cheating on you. And I was just like, I don't believe it.
If y'all don't know, Mike was
my first boyfriend from high school.
But when she wasn't gay, when she was faking like she wasn't gay.
I don't think I knew I was gay at that point. Yeah, I didn't know I was gay. So, but he was so good at it, he squashed it, and I ain't think no more about it until this day.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how you gotta like put these people in check.
I don't know. I mean, people just, at the end of the day, people don't believe, they believe what they want to believe. That's how people do in life.
Well, at the end of the day, I really kind of felt some type of way about I had to listen to the CD a couple times, which is odd for me because I just am an immediate Beyonce fan. And I wasn't feeling the connection of she really expressing how
it's not
felt.
that just you're not on that level no more. Like, that's for people that's going through that struggle.
I'm in forgiveness.
And what people don't realize, there's way more people, there's way more single people out here. And single people is the people that do the most, that's bored. So they have the most time on their hands to support stuff like that. People that's in happy relationships, they're not going to do stuff that's got to do with listening to stuff. They like people like Tamia.
Yeah,
people that's happy.
I like, okay, ladies, now let's get in formation. I want to just dance. I don't want to be like, I mean, but sorry, I ain't sorry.
But people like to go through that. Girls like to. Most girls can relate to a breakup, even if they're not in a breakup. They can relate to a breakup. So that's what she gave them. She just played everybody.
I felt like she's a great entertainer. Somebody said,
enjoy it for the best.
Enjoy it for the entertainment it is. The details don't really apply much in my life, but I can appreciate the message because it's about making the best out of difficulties. Mm-hmm. And then someone else says, they think she and Jay-Z are great at reinventing their brand. Genius. And that's what I agree.
I mean, I just think it was simple shit. When you got an audience that's gonna go wherever you go, you just say, let's do this here. Let's put this together. Let's put it on Tidal.
I think she was trying to. I don't think necessarily it was about her. I think she was just trying to tell a story.
No, that's exactly what she was doing.
Like, but I mean, painting a picture.
But what people, you got to think people buying the people now. So that's a testament of how great she is.
Right.
She's so good and she got you believing that got something to do with her.
Because, in between the videos, there's poems going on. And then I realized she ain't write the damn poems. I felt like she Lauryn Hill.
Why?
It's just like, you didn't even, you ain't
she
really
don't have to write. You don't, like, as an entertainer, as for her, the performance is, like, you can't take away from the performance. Like, it's about who says it. And how she says it, that's what makes it great.
I felt inspired.
She's a great talent.
I felt inspired by the videos. It made me want to do videos. I was like, now this is artistic.
Well, that's not her. Well, I don't know if those were her ideas. Those might have been whoever. That's who I'm impressed with, whoever ideas were. But as far as how she's able to project those ideas, that's what makes her great.
Yeah. So the next one I want to talk about is the Instagram models.
Okay. What about the Instagram models?
How would a young girl from the hood know what hard work is when she get online and see women winning from being cute? Yeah. Where were you going with that?
I was just saying just what I said. I mean, like, people are always saying, like, these young girls is just want to do this, that, whatever. But I think you have to give people options, kids options. Because, I mean, there's always been hoes since the beginning of time. There's always been hoes, and they're going to be hoes. But the difference in it is, you had hoes, then you had your house mom, then you had your doctor mom. Yeah. So women had more stuff to look at as far as young women. You know what I'm saying? So online like back in the day, we grew up watching television. We was impressed by what we saw on television. Now the internet is where people are learning. The internet where kids are becoming whoever they're becoming, and most of the things that's popular is for women is when they is looks and body. So if you're trying to get some attention, because every kid wants attention, so if you're trying to get some attention and you see that's what working, of course you're gonna do that. So that's all I was saying. So we just have to give them more options to look at, because if you have more options, because I mean, if a girl gonna be a hoe, she gonna be a hoe. But some girls can be hoes by mistake because they don't know that you could be something else. So that's all I want to show them, you could be something else. So that's all I was saying.
I can, yeah. So one person said, "Thanks for this. Going through this with my niece now. She doesn't understand or doesn't want to hear that being an Instagram model will fade and education won't. But why would she listen to me when all the young girls and guys are giving props for being pretty and half naked?"
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, everybody just want to be cool and happy and fit in. Like if you're a kid and you see this is what's getting the attention, and your mama talking about go to school and go do this, and that's boring. Don't nobody want to do that. You know?
I feel like for us, like mama put different people in. I know for me, I can speak for myself and Renice, but like she put different people in our paths that had different walks of life that she wanted us to have. So she made sure we were around.
Everybody don't have that. Everybody don't have a parent.
But I think it starts with the parents. We can't get mad at these kids.
See, wait.
Find people.
Everybody don't have a parent. And
Find people.
That sounds so easy.
So you don't think you can go, if you want a better life for your child, okay, maybe the local church might have some positive
Rolanda,
women.
you talking about somebody with common sense. If a parent don't even know how to be a parent, how he's gonna know how to get somebody to help their kid? You got to understand that the mindset of a person that's not even a good parent or a person that's lost. It's parents.
Well, then there ain't no answer to it. Then
there is an answer to it. The answer to it is people like us that's impressionable, because even we had good parents, but I didn't learn most of my stuff from my parents. I learned most from music and from hip hop. Mm-hmm. So no matter what my parents said,
everybody has a role. The artist, the guy in the neighborhood.
Everybody do. Everybody has a responsibility. We all our brothers keep. It takes a village.
This generation is so fucked. I swear, motherfuckers think like likes and comments pay the bills. But hey, they do.
Yeah, they do. People, don't get twisted. People are making money from this.
They do.
They're definitely making money from it. But I mean, it is what it is. I just want to have a little balance, with to show them, all right, you can do this. Because what happens is if everybody's trying to do the same thing, now you just saturate the whole market, then nobody makes money.
Well, I feel like I like what Coco_skin_ said. She says, you have to talk to them, or you have to talk to her and understand her. Yeah. Most of these internet models looking for attention. Also, show her how just like these internet models are famous, having an education can do just as much. It's
not just internet models that want attention. It's all kids. You got kids. You saw that skit I put, that clip I put where the dude ran full speed and jumped up and hit his head. People want attention. People want views.
I didn't see that. That's the sad part. It's the views.
Everybody wanted, even when you was a kid, you wanted attention.
It's a good thing we have this.
Yeah, we probably be the same way if we came.
Just jumping
people
off
want
shit.
Attention. It's just like when I was a kid, I wanted attention. I wanted everybody to be screaming, so I used to dance. So I used to want attention. Everybody wants attention when you're young.
Do for attention.
Everybody wanted attention when they was young. I mean, that's just a kid. That's just in the kid way,
So it's just
a different time. It's just how they get attention now. It's more globally now. Back in the day, we used to get attention just hanging out in the hood, and that was popular. Now you can get attention from doing the same thing you do in the hood all over the world.
Well, she said whenever she comes with an internet model, come back with her with someone that's educated or way more successful than the internet. Michelle Obama, Oprah, Terry McMillan, and Yandy. Who is Yandy?
Yandy from Love and Hip Hop.
Did she mean? I don't think she meant. That's what I was thinking. Maybe somebody else. She couldn't have meant Yan. Her name's Yancy. Is it Yancy or Yandy?
It's Yandy, man.
Seriously.
So people look up to Yandy, man. I guess.
She was doing so good.
People look up to Yandy.
And even Yandy. That's like even Jocelyn. Because Jocelyn is on.
Look up to Jocelyn.
Jocelyn
too.
is on Fox now. She got a deal on Fox.
Oh, congratulations, Jocelyn.
So these she was doing so good. So, but I mean, if that's who you look up to and Yandy is positive to you, then hey, Yandy ain't on the TV naked, right?
I don't know, man. If that's who they want to look up to her.
Okay, so because you said I listened to what Tupac told me before I listened to my mama. Kids are the same now.
Yeah, I mean, I used to listen to it. If Pac would have told me to go jump off the bridge, I would have said which bridge, St. John's or what? Or Buckman.
A Buckman.
Yeah, but if my mom would have told her, like, bitch, if you don't get out of my face trying to make me kill myself, so I mean, that's why
Tupac cares if nobody else cares.
Yeah, because Tupac cares. Tupac care about me. Let me tell you.
Tupac care about me. Let me tell you.
That's what I'm saying. So I can just imagine these young kids now probably hold every word Young Thug say.
Well, that's what I want to bring up about leadership in our country. Because somebody had asked the question, who is this generation's Tupac?
I don't know. It all depends. Everybody's not like us back in the day because everybody have their own ways. Everybody have their own favorite artists. Back when we came up, you knew we all had all right, this the person, Nas, Jay-Z, this Tupac, Biggie. Now, some people's favorite artists might be Childish Gambino. Some people's favorite artists might be J. Cole. Some people Kendrick Lamar. So it's all opinion now. It's way more opinions.
I think the issue is as a country because everybody is like, I think we're looking for a leader, but I think there's a shift in leadership. Leadership ain't an individual anymore. I think, you know what leaders are now?
What?
Corporations, businesses.
But that's a bad thing because if it's a corporation, that means
we
it's
giving
about
it to
money.
them because let me tell you, because that issue in North Carolina with the bathroom, did you hear about that? Where you have to use they got a bill in North Carolina where you have to use the bathroom of your birth.
What you mean?
So
male or female?
If I'm a transgender and I look like a man, I got to use a woman's bathroom because I was born as a woman.
Okay, so what's wrong with that?
Well, the problem is companies are stepping up. Target is like, oh no, you can use any bathroom you want to. Starbucks wrote a letter.
Why
it was
do y'all
like 80
care so
different
much
executives.
about that?
But the point is, companies are setting the tone because companies saying if you don't do this
let
right.
me ask you this: why do trainees care that much about
The bathroom has been not just an issue with. It's been an issue with the Jim Crow laws, with black people. I don't understand why Americans got issues with bathrooms in the first place. Why they want to stop people from using the bathrooms. It was men didn't want women using bathrooms. And then, because they only wanted women to be in the private places. Mm-hmm. So then it became women. Then it became African Americans.
So now it's y'all turn.
Then it became disabled. And now it's the transgender people. Okay. I don't understand what's up with the bathrooms.
I don't know. It just makes you feel good. So 20 years down the line, say we fought for equal bathrooms for trainees.
I don't know.
Transgenders.
I feel like it's women who just ain't got nothing to do. Be like, I feel
like y'all got too much time on your hand, too much power in y'all voice. So whatever y'all want to change, y'all change it. Like y'all gonna change the name of transgender next
you talking
month.
about them?
I'm talking about all y'all.
All y'all
motherfuckers.
Yeah. So anyway, so I think that is a shift in leadership. You got the businesses are taking over, and that's not a good thing because we putting our trust and faith in these corporations where it should be. There's no Martin Luther King, but however, there's a shift, like the shift in how we watch stuff on Instagram. Maybe this is just how things evolution.
I think things are. We do have leaders. It's just like you say. It's more than just in one person. It's in the movement in itself. Which is like say for instance, let's say for instance, Rich Broke. Rich Broke is kind of a movement of what my idea of my thought of my way of living. Mm-hmm. So that's a movement and that's a leadership in the right direction of where I want it. So it's kind of that's what leaders are becoming now. It's more of a brand than it is a person. Ooh, that was deep.
There was something else you like.
I'm kind of deep on the low.
There was something you had mentioned.
I'm always mentioning stuff.
I tweeted about this, but you know where I want to visit? What next country you want to visit? Where you want to go?
I've pretty much visited everywhere I want to go.
Where you want to go next then, nigga?
I think the next place I'm going to go, I want to go help build some schools and stuff.
I've done that already.
Yeah.
See,
No, you went and helped. I'm going to do some Oprah shit.
You see, what you do is you take my idea and then you run with it. That's
whatever
what you do.
Make you feel better.
You didn't start traveling until I started traveling.
Rolanda, I've been traveling since I was a kid. What is you talking about?
Where did you go?
We used to go to Bahamas, and Grandpa used to take us everywhere over the country. Grandpa used to take me.
He didn't take you over. You mean over in the Bahamas?
No, he drove when he came in America. He used to drive me and
You
Uncle,
thought you was going somewhere, but you was really going to the other side of town.
Okay, whatever. But we used to ask Uncle Mark, Cousin Mark. Cousin Mark used to come with Cousin Mark. And because we talked about last time we was in Bahamas, he used to come to Cousin Mark and pick me up and take us wherever he went in the country.
Okay, ho. It's probably like the BB gun story.
All right, ask her. I'm telling you the truth.
So,
you wouldn't know no way.
You wasn't traveling till you saw me traveling. And Mama made little
Rolanda,
scrapbooks for me.
Rolanda, you went to Belize. Where else did you go to Belize?
London and Turkey.
I went to London before you.
No, you didn't, nigga. You saw me doing it. Then you wanted to
I
do
went to
it.
London. I got locked up in London. I mean, in UK.
That was after.
In Germany. One of them places in Europe.
Anyway, my whole point is you started doing your stuff after you saw me, then you want to
Rolanda, I'm older than you. I've been doing this way before you. What are you talking about?
That you was doing it first.
Okay. You've been broke before me. You couldn't have did all this stuff before me.
I did.
I've been had money before you.
The first place I went to was London. I saw Tiffany.
Okay. And so I didn't go to London before that?
No.
Rolanda, you just got grown before.
What year was that?
I don't remember. I've been doing this for years, over 20 years. I've been traveling.
So where you want to go next? You said you want to make some churches or schools?
Yeah, I want to build some schools and stuff in different communities and cultures. And I mean, just going to different cultures. It's not so much the traveling aspect. I like to do adventures. If you follow me for a while, you know, I go on adventures. I call my things field trip. So the next field trip is going to be like to help build a community on some Akon level. I got inspired by Akon.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. See, that's the positive stuff that we need to show.
We do show it. I do show it. If you follow me on Instagram, I show everything. I show the funny and I show the humanitarian stuff. So where you want to go?
I want to visit. Have you been to Japan?
Yes.
I want to visit Japan because they say Japan is the modern city now.
So it's been the modern city. If you miss Traveler, since I follow you.
Well, you know, I've been getting my life back in order. So that's now I'm thinking about traveling now. But Japan opened the first hotel with robots. Everything in the hotel is robots. Did you know that?
This is nothing new.
You already knew this?
Yes. Yes, it's been going on. Like I be telling y'all.
This just happened that they opened this hotel.
But it's been prepared. They've been building. Like you think they just since they just opened the hotel, they thought about it the week before?
No, I'm saying I just think that's dope.
This is 10, 20 years ahead of time.
And dude was saying like he think robots is gonna be just how smartphones are to us.
So you definitely. This is my own sister. She don't pay no attention to me. Most of my podcasts pay attention to me. Everything you saying. That's like
you ain't gotta say everything you saying. All you gotta do is say yes. I've been noticing this too. Here's an idea.
No, I'm telling you, if you pay more attention, you wouldn't have to go through all that. You could be a step ahead of everybody else. Be a step ahead. You got a head start.
Ain't no step ahead. You share the same thing.
All right, go ahead.
It's like you like to be in competition.
Who am I in competition with?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a dude thing, if it's a brother thing. But you like being in competition.
No, you just hate for me to be right.
You can't just go on my story and be like, yeah. But you also said San Francisco.
Yes,
Didn't you say San Francisco or the West Coast was ahead of us too?
Yeah, they are.
How so?
They just ahead of time. I mean, that's
5 years.
That's technology in America. You know, I mean, if Japan is like way, way ahead and they're ahead of most of the rest of America. That's just how I feel about it.
Another thing that they said I thought was interesting, he was like, you know, our movies that we see about robots, like Terminator, Our Robot, they all negative with the robots. Even her, the movie that you was talking about.
Her wasn't really that negative.
He had a fallout with the his girlfriend.
I mean, but it wasn't that negative. That goes on in relationships for real. You fall out with your girlfriend because something the ex said and got you feeling all type of way. You know, because they say this girl ugly, so now you feel bad for messing with an ugly girl, but this ugly girl make you happy.
Did he end up with a real girl in real life though? I don't remember. It's been so long since I seen it. But anyway, but what they were saying in Japan, he was like, we don't have no negative connotations when it comes to robots. Robots are our friends. We were raised off robots. They are heroes.
I mean, like people still jack off and have sex to Japanese cartoons. So I mean, that lets you know how normal it is. A lot of things that we're going through now, even with the gay world. That shit is normal in other countries and other parts of the world. It's just we're late on it. We're still going through that transition right now.
I want to go into the future and go to Japan. That's what I want to do. See what we about to do. And another thing that you had mentioned, you was talking about all these robot jobs and stuff like that is going to take away. I don't think that's true. Because if you think about anytime there's different eras. So we're in the technology era. So there was the Industrial Revolution era and all that kind of stuff, right? It just... old jobs went away and new jobs were created.
Well,
I think new jobs are gonna come.
There's no new job if a robot has the intelligence.
You can't think about it because you don't know.
No, listen. No, if you just think of head. All right, if this robot is learning intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means if it's learning intelligence, that means it's learning just as much intelligence you have, actually even more.
Mm-hmm.
So if it has as more intelligence than you, that means it can do whatever you can do 10 times better. So if it can do whatever you can do, you don't have to do nothing. So if you don't have to do nothing, that means you don't need no job. That means there is no job.
Well, no, I think like right now.
So give me an example of what could be a job.
I don't know. I can't think.
That's my point.
We're not there yet. I don't think.
No, my point is anything that has our whole existence has to do with us moving and everything.
Think about the jobs, the things that you went to college for. Some of those careers ain't even existed. So I don't even think people going to school right now for future jobs.
So tell me what. All right,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
All right, let's say no, because anything you see, you can see what took over it. All right, this is why we don't use pay phones no more, because we don't have to, because everybody have their own mobile phones. Mm-hmm. You see the transition. So where's the transition from that to that? There is none. Like, say, for instance,
I don't know yet.
No, let's say, for instance, they raising, that's why it's dumb to me for minimum wage. Minimum wage, you keep raising it. Now they building these things in the McDonald's and the fast food restaurants where you don't even need somebody. Like now they don't.
I know, you better shut the fuck up for you don't have no job.
Yeah, you don't have no job because, all right, you complain about this too much. Let's get these computers in here that's free. We got to just pay one time to get it in here. And like, I know people saying, well, you're going to still need somebody to make the burger. No, you ain't.
No, you won't.
You ain't going to need nothing. So that
hotel that I was talking about.
Listen. So now you got a whole bunch of unemployed people now. Let's say, take even deeper than that.
I just think it's going to be new.
Farming at the end of the day. When you look at farming, if they making all these clone foods and foods that's growing themselves, you don't really need that many farmers no more. So if there's less farmers out there, then what we need them for? That you don't need no farmers. Now what they doing? Because what's most important about them, they a country. They super country. Only thing they know is living off the land. So if they ain't got no land to live off because y'all don't want to buy no more groceries in the grocery store because you letting all the grocery stores making fake fruit.
Right.
You don't need them no more. So what they gonna do?
I can make a potato. They got these things at Kroger or at the grocery store where you can get a potato and make it in 6 minutes. I just know this ain't no real potato.
But
how is that even? I do it.
That's what I'm saying.
How is that even possible?
But you just cut off somebody else's job.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now what he gonna do?
What I'm saying is I think that there are future jobs. We just don't know what those future jobs will be.
No, if you even look at some of the stuff how they say what's going on, you really don't even you're not gonna even need as far as what we think is money no more, because what are you going to be living off of? Because everything's going to pretty much be accessible and free.
It's going to be clouds.
Everything is accessible now.
It's going to be clouds.
Everything's accessible now to people with money. So now, but if you know everything that we get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper to where it's so cheap. Like, you got cars, you only have to put gas in it no more.
But they ain't cheap cars.
I mean, they getting cheaper. Tesla's now $30,000 now.
Yeah, that's true.
It gets cheaper and cheaper. Everything's get cheaper. Everything's going to be accessible and free.
The VHS was like,
which is a good thing when you think about it, because the average other species eat everything else free. You know, they eat off the land, so they don't spend no money.
Just about do what they do.
No, we're just not gonna have to spend as much money as we used to.
So I also want to go on to Pastor Duval.
What's
so
Pastor
you said
Duval?
Cheat with somebody that got as much to lose as you do if y'all get caught.
Yeah, that's definitely rare. You definitely that's what grown-ups do. Grown-ups cheat. But they cheat with somebody that got as much to lose as they got.
You know who say that to me?
Who?
My down low gay boy friends.
You do, because what happens is when you got somebody that ain't got nothing to lose, they ain't got nobody attached to, they get in their feelings. And so if they get upset, that means they gonna take it out on you, and if they take it out on you, that can brush off in your relationship.
He looks for somebody that also has a girlfriend, so that if you tell his girlfriend, he will have something to lose because the other dude girlfriend gonna find out too.
Exactly.
So I just think, well, some of your fans had some really good points that I want to share. How about just keep your dick in your pants? That's what they said. Yeah. What's so wrong with that?
Yeah, whatever floats your boat. If that's what you want to do, but that ain't got nothing to do with me.
If you gonna cheat, you should be single, folk. How about that? Y'all want to
Man,
put
that's a nigga that wants some pussy.
y'all want to put other people's life in danger because you can't control your damn hormones.
Why people always talking about putting people in? That's another thing too.
It is putting somebody.
Let me tell y'all about.
How is it not?
Because I use protection. Let me tell you, that's what's so crazy to me about people act like it's like what was that thing they just put out that article about saying Atlanta's like the number one HIV says like
that's what I want to talk about in Blank Stare News.
Yeah, like this what I don't see
HIV
you know why that don't
epidemic.
bother me? Because I don't raw. It's that simple.
But
like I don't get why people like
do condoms break?
Man, they say condoms break, but you could put your whole foot in the condom and they ain't gonna break. Okay. But so they might break, but they ain't breaking that much. Like you can hear if they break, that mean the pussy's so dry you ain't supposed to be fucking it anyway. You probably raping the girl.
I can't relate. I don't know.
So that's my point. So at the end of the day, when it comes to the rubber and bust and all that, man, it ain't finna bust. So that's just.
So let me play this.
Until somebody can prove, and this is another thing they talking about something, you can still catch AIDS from sucking dick. You show me any case where somebody just caught AIDS from simply oral sex, then I change my mind. But until then, shut that bullshit up.
All right, so that transitions into the Atlanta HIV epidemic compared to the third world countries.
That's
African
what I just was talking about all this time.
So here's a clip from that.
Mm-hmm.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention statistics suggest 1 in 51 Georgians will be diagnosed with HIV in their lifetime. And Atlanta is the epicenter of the Southern epidemic. Come on. J.R. Watson has AIDS. He says he contracted it from a woman he was dating.
So I wanted to play that part because people swear he contracted from a woman he was dating. People swear that this HIV epidemic is all just gay men.
I don't think it's all gay men. I think they think majority is gay.
The majority are gay.
Yeah, the majority of HIV. I mean, that's just obvious. Whether y'all want to accept it or not, is it true?
I think the difference between what
is it fact or is it fiction?
There's a lot of gay guys.
That majority is HIV guys.
I don't know the number, so I know it's a good amount that HIV. The thing that I think what happens with HIV, I think there's they give you treatment for it, so people don't take it as serious as it is.
See, that's another thing. I'm not fucking nobody gay. And
you don't know if she got HIV because her boyfriend could
Rolanda, I'm not rawing her. It ain't no telling how many girls that I done had sex with. So you think
at the end of the day...
I probably had sex with a bunch of girls with HIV, but I wouldn't know because I have a condom on. I wore a condom.
Yeah.
That's my point. It don't matter.
So at the end of the day, wear a condom.
Me. Yeah, it's that simple. People just be
They
wrong.
say there's no that's the problem. People ain't educating
And women always tell us, you out here, you got the dirty dick. Bitch, that's because you let niggas raw you, and you know how you is.
But you got a song. What we need a rubber for? You look so good, I raw you home.
That song was a reflection of the society, and that's the whole joke of it. Y'all just didn't get it. The whole joke of y'all out here rawing these hoes.
What you need a rubber for? You look so good.
I'm speaking from a mindset of a person that's like that. That's what I was saying in that joke.
Okay.
All my jokes are real.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you was supporting.
No, I'm not raw. I can count on my one hand how many girls I done rawed in my life. And I done had sex with a lot of girls.
Okay, that's not a conversation I want to have. But
it's about a girl. It ain't about I had sex with some dude.
So yeah, it's pretty serious out here.
It's not that serious. Just wear a condom.
It is. It's as close as
for people that's rawing. It ain't serious for people that ain't.
So it's just that simple.
Just wear a condom. I'm living proof. I've been wearing condoms.
When the last time you been tested? You living proof.
You had to get tested to get your insurance and all that stuff. You got to. Last time I went to matter of fact, last time I had to do the thing for MTV. That's when I got tested.
Okay.
They make you do it.
You can get tested everywhere in Atlanta.
Yeah, and
you go into the club. You want to get tested?
And trust me,
nigga, no.
Listen, trust me. If I had AIDS, I'd be dead. I've been dead.
You been dead?
Yeah, because look at HIV. Because I don't eat good. I don't work out. I don't eat good. I don't work out. So if I had AIDS, I'd be dying quick. So I'm good.
So anyway, I want to end this on a positive note.
Oh, that wasn't positive?
No, we just talking about how bad the AIDS epidemic was.
Oh.
How was that positive?
But go ahead.
Well, we learned that you can end it by wearing condoms. So how you say her name? Malaya Obama. She got accepted into Harvard.
Oh, congratulations.
That's dope, ain't it?
Yeah.
The thing is, though, she's taking a gap year before she began school in 2007. You know what school she go? She go to a school called Sideway. I don't know if it's Sitwell Friends School in D.C. The school, guess how much the tuition is?
How much the tuition is?
I want you to guess. What you think?
$100,000. I don't know.
It's a little under $40,000
$40,000 or what?
to go to school. I don't know if it's a semester or a year. Either
That
one.
sounds about right. That's about most universities.
Is it? And the other baby go there too.
Oh, that's dope.
So they getting their bread.
They're not babies no more. They're grown ups if they in college.
No, one of them is like a freshman and she's about to go to school. But Sasha's a freshman at the school too. You know, Obama is a graduate from Harvard Law, and the first lady graduated from Princeton and Harvard Law. That's some smart people.
I mean, that's good. Like we it's a lot of blacks in inner city people getting into Yale and I said Marta.
They getting all up in Marta, huh?
In Harvard.
Did they go to what was Bill Cosby school?
Shit.
Hillman? Are they getting into Hillman?
Hillman College.
I always wanted to go to Hillman.
You know Hillman not a real school, right?
I know.
Oh.
Nigga. So anyway, the whole point they got a gap year. It's a growing trend among driven teenagers to pursue other interests before they start school. So you think that's a good idea to have a gap year?
No, I think you should keep going right in because how the mind works, while still in the learning phase, you want to keep it going. Because if you wait, you might wait a year and then say, I'm going to wait another year. And the next that year turn another year. And once you out of school, it's hard to get back in the mindset of learning.
Well, Harvard and other prestigious schools feel differently. They encourage their applicants to consider taking a gap year before starting college to alleviate the stress and burnout.
Well, maybe 1 year, maybe, but it all depends on the person.
Never mind.
It all depends on the person because, like I say, you got to really know yourself. Because sometimes 1 year will make you say, once you get out here and realize the real world, you be like, nah, I'm going to take my ass back to school.
Yeah.
But sometimes it'll make you go left. I think
it's nice that you have a luxury where you can take a year off. So they gave different options of what you can do. So what would you do? You can would you work? Would you go on an adventure? Would you try to learn a new language? Would you try a sport or would you do a spiritual growth? Like,
I think you could do all that while going to school, can't you?
No, but you want to take this whole year to kind of like focus on one thing. So what would you do in your gap year? Okay,
I would just live. I don't know. I'd probably work and live.
I would just live.
I wouldn't do too much. Like, I'd just be living. Because you got to think as an 18-year-old, you're trying to make an 18-year-old think logically. And when you're 18, you want to party.
Yeah.
You want to get out there. So.
But you
could do that in school too. That's what I'm saying. You could do all this in school.
I think it's a good idea to have them go to the military.
Military ain't for everybody though.
I feel like it gets you.
It's for discipline. Some people need discipline, but do it sound like the Obamas need discipline? Do it sound like them kids need discipline?
Nah, but I think like most Americans can utilize it.
You can't. That's why I don't like giving advice on stuff like that because
it's generic.
Yeah, you can't give a perfect advice to everybody because some people you get.
It's just an idea to throw out there. It either works for you or it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like to give advice to a whole group of people because I wouldn't give you the same advice that I give somebody else because when I look at you, I might see something different in you that I might want to tell you a certain type of way to do it. So I don't like to give the same advice. I don't like to give advice. Only advice you should be giving to a mass amount of people is come together. Something that got to do with coming together.
I don't like necessarily giving advice. I rather just live my life.
Yeah.
And so you see how I'm living and go from there.
Yeah, be the example. I mean, be that person.
Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes this episode 5. Thank y'all for listening.
Is this episode 5 or 6?
I think it's 5. We moving along.
I thought it was like 6. I don't know.
Harriet Tubman was 4, so this is 5.
All right. Thank y'all for listening. Tune in to the next time we do a podcast.
Check me out on Instagram at Rolanda_show.
Follow Rolanda. Her viewers going up. We're gonna have to set up this dating thing. We got to make that real. So I'm gonna figure out if you want to date Rolanda, hit me up on the DMs and I'm gonna
women only.
Women or men, either one. You're gonna try both of them. Women or men.
You're not charismatic. Nobody's gonna do it.
We'll see.
All
we
right.
should record it too. That'd be a good one.
I like that. All right. Good. Y'all. Thank y'all for listening.